All right, Raider Nation, welcome back to the Raider D podcast. I am Mike Dean, aka the Raider D, representing the Las Vegas Raiders here and the, just win, baby. Today, I want to be talking about our quarterback situation with Geno Smith, and what has been going on in the OTAs is all good news. I love to be the bearer of the good news. I hate to be the bearer of the bad news, and today we're talking about some good news because the good news makes us feel good and takes away the blues. Hey, maybe I should have been like a blues singer or a rapper or something. Who knows? Maybe I would have been successful. I don't know. But I can tell you one thing right now. In the OTAs, the Geno Smith, the new franchise quarterback of the Las Vegas Raiders, has been on target like a laser. And there are a lot of reports coming out that the teammates are super excited about this season due to the fact that Geno Smith, with his ability to move with his feet and his laser accuracy, throwing absolute dimes out there in OTAs with both the veterans and now with the rookies, has got everybody hyped up. We're going to be talking about that and more on today's episode of the Raider D podcast. First, I do just want to say thank you to Box House for being a big-time supporter of the Las Vegas Raiders and the Raider D podcast, as well as Rooftree.pro. If you are a roofer and you're not on Rooftree.pro directory, you are missing out because right now they have an incredible sale going on for the launch of the platform. So go and check them out. Links are down below for both. I'll talk more about them at the end of the video. Now, listen, I want to talk about Geno Smith. I want to talk about the quarterback situation and what has been going on with the Las Vegas Raiders over the past several years and how Geno Smith can perceivably really take this team to the next level and hopefully get us to the playoffs this year, because it has been way too long since we have A, gotten to the playoffs, and B, been a contender in the playoffs. I know we were in the playoffs a few years ago, but we weren't really a contender at that point. Now we should be a contender, and I'm going to explain why. Number one is Geno Smith. Geno Smith is a very accurate quarterback in the NFL. And accuracy is everything. Number two, he stands in the pocket and he will take a beating, but still deliver a very accurate ball. Something that quarterbacks that we've had over the past few years have not been able to do. When Aiden O'Connell gets severe pressure, he tends to break down a little bit. Still not as bad as some others. Gardner Minshew was absolutely atrocious when he would get any kind of pressure in his face. The dude would roll out to the right every single time. Defenses knew what he was going to do, and then he couldn't deliver the ball. And then Derek Carr still had PTSD from his leg break all the way back from, God, I don't even remember what year it was now. A long time ago, like what was it, 2014, whatever it was. So now we have a quarterback that can stand in the pocket and take the heat and not panic, and that is Geno Smith. Number two, Geno Smith is a very accurate quarterback, especially when he's not being pressured, and most importantly, he's accurate deep, and we're going to talk about why that's important here in just a second. But the fact that we have a quarterback who can throw dimes left, right, and center all over the field, make every NFL pass that you want to see out of a guy like him, that is a big deal, because if not, you have to over-rely on your rookie running back, Ashton Jeanty, to carry the load, and that is a recipe for disaster and injury, something that we are trying to avoid with the Las Vegas Raiders. So it is very important that you have a quarterback who actually poses a threat to defenses, and they have to pull their safeties back. They have to pull their linebackers back into coverage. They can't just come in and all-out blitzes every single time because they know you don't have a quarterback who can throw. We have a quarterback who can throw the ball now. And so I'm very excited about that fact. Now, let's talk about the fact that why Geno Smith can throw the ball deep accurately is very important. Because we have two speed demons on the team in Trey Tucker and Dante Thornton Jr. Now, Trey Tucker is more of a polished wide receiver. He has a better route tree than Dante Thornton Jr. And Dante Thornton Jr. is a rookie. So don't expect to see Dante Thornton Jr. out there on every single down. I don't expect to see Trey Tucker losing his job to Dante at this point. However, if Trey Tucker is not able to bring in the ball, if he has any drop issues, if he's not getting open, then you could see Dante start to work his way into the rotation. However, I don't think that is going to happen this year. I think you'll see some sporadic viewings of a Dante Thornton Jr. on some very specific plays, some deep threat plays that are specifically designed for him, and as maybe a decoy to really push that defense back so that we can do a run play so that Ashton Jeanty can run through the hole, pick up 50 yards and a touchdown. However, there is a possibility if Trey Tucker struggles, and last year Trey Tucker's struggles were not on him. It was on the offense that was being called. It was on the quarterbacks not getting the ball. So many times you've seen Trey Tucker wide open and they just would not throw him the ball. If that is a different story this year because of the fact that we have Geno Smith and they're getting him the ball and he's dropping it, that's when maybe you start to see Dante Thornton Jr. come in. But I don't expect to see that in any, at least the first half of the season. And truly, I 100% believe in Trey Tucker. I think he's a phenomenal football player. I think he's a phenomenal wide receiver. And I don't think he's going to lose his job to Dante just yet. Now, here's the other thing is that Dante doesn't need to take Trey Tucker's job. Dante possibly could make his way in. We'll see what happens with Jakobi Meyers and his contract, but Jack Bech could take over Jakobi Meyers' role because Jacoby's on the last year of his deal. If we don't give him a long-term deal and he walks in free agency, you could see Jack Bech become our primary slot receiver, and you could see Dante Thornton Jr. on the other side and Trey Tucker on the other side opposite of him, and then you have Brock Bowers as your tight end. That's a recipe for success. I think that could definitely happen. I would hate to lose Jakobi Meyers. I think he's the most underrated wide receiver in the NFL, and I think he deserves a long-term deal. Drop a comment down below and let me know if you feel the same way. Now, I do just want to say this. If you're looking for a tiny home, if you're looking for an ADU, you've got to check out my boy Kevin Ross over at Box House. And if you're looking for a shipping container and you're here in the West Coast, you've got to check out Container Bros. They got the best containers, brand new, and they got the best pricing. They can deliver them straight to your house. They delivered them straight to our property and dropped it off, even lined it up perfectly so that it was exactly squared up where I wanted to be, helped me leveled it out and everything. Fantastic customer service. Go and check him out, Box House. Link is down in the description and the phone number to Kevin. Give him a call. He's a great guy. Also, if you're a contractor, if you are a roofer and you are not on rooftree.pro, you got to go get on this directory right now because they are changing the game. They don't charge you per lead. Every lead that comes your way, it is 100% yours. You just pay one annual subscription and their prices simply cannot be beat for all of the customization that they offer to you to really get it out there, get that SEO boost. Go and check them out. And if you need a roofer, go to rooftree.pro and check there first.